Hi, in this video I'll show you guys how to make an aluminum air battery. And this is very simple, easy to use, out of using household items. Alright, first what you're going to need is a can. The next what you're going to need is some copper wire. Usually you can get it out of a regular wire, and you take it and you get some strippers and you strip off the end, the whole rubber thing. And you should get something wired generally looking like this. If it's like not it's all in pieces, like strands and hold on. If it's in strands, like this one is, I just took a little wire, wrapped it around the outside edges, so I made it look, and you made it look like that. It looks cool. And then next you want to do is wrap it in somewhat of a coil like this, as you can see there. Alright, so next you want to do is take this, set it aside. You're not going to touch it again until later. Next what you're going to do is take the can, you're going to cut off the whole top of it, so that should come off. There shouldn't be any liquid in it, and it should look like this. Not barges, but yeah. And you should be wearing gloves for this, because caution, sharp edges right here. Alright, next what you want to do is you want to fill it up with warm salt water. So you can just go take a cup with water, put it in the microwave for a minute on low power, 30 seconds on high, and once you take it out, put a little salt in it, table salt, a whole bunch. Don't be skimpy on it. Just that way when you taste it, I don't recommend tasting it, but it'll be all salty. Make sure it's all, and you can't see through it. That's the number one goal you want to get to this. When you look at it, it's cloudy. You can't see the bottom. And stir that up, and then take it and pour it into this container we made. And that should look like that. Alright, next you want to do is you want to go out and get a multimeter. Simple multimeter. Mine's digital. It works really good. And the lowest I could put this thing on, 1.5 volts, as I set it to. Set it to 2 volts, 1.5, depends on your multimeter. Mine, the lowest is 1.5, so I put it on there. Alright, and next you're going to pick up your coil. Hopefully it should look like this. And you're going to take the red part of your multimeter, as you can see, and you're going to stick it in up at the top, where you're going to make a loop at the top, and you're going to stick it in at the top. So when you hold it, it should look like that. And you're going to dip it in the water like so. I'll zoom in. It should be dipped in there, and you don't want the coil to touch the edges. If it does, that's fine, but try not to get it to touch. Let's see. Alright, that looks like it'll do it. Alright, so next you want to do, well, I should have probably told you this first. When you cut in the can, cut a little hole in the side of the can right here, or right there. And so that's where you can stick the black one in. And that's supposed to chill right there. Yeah, about right there. Alright, so next we want to, make sure, again, make sure this is not touching. It looks right. Alright, and finally, turn on your multimeter. And I'm only getting 0.28. Alright, if you're getting a low voltage, try dipping the coil lower in the water. Before, once I first made this, before I made the video, I was getting like 0.5, 0.7, high voltage. Alright, let's dip it in a little lower. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's getting a little higher. Make sure it's warm. Alright, and so right now it's just 0.3. I do think I need more salt too. I only have a tad in this batch. The other one was a lot saltier. Yeah, this one's not that salty. But as you can see, general concept. Right now it's at 1/4 of a volt. If you put more salt, then you should get a 1/2 a volt. Then you, as you know, a standard LED volt runs at 1.5 volts. So just get 3 of these, put them in a series circuit, plug it to a little LED, and boom, you should have power. And yeah, that's a air battery, simple style. Thank you for watching, and I am going to experiment, see where I can get the highest voltage. I'm gonna try other chemicals and solutions. I'll let you guys know. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Go down there, click comment, and rate after. Click rate up, thumbs up. That's what we want. This is SierraBoy95, and thank you for watching. Good night. Remember, rate up.